Yo, 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 yo. What's up, guys? Appreciate y'all for joining up. Per usual, I'm doing some last second adjustments here to the live stream. Okay, and now I'm bringing up the chat. Much love to everybody in here already. How you guys doing? Much love. How do you say this guy's name? Keelgan Park? What's happening? Peter Mueller. Much love to Rocket Smoke. Young Guapo. Area Man. What's happening, man? Stephen Clark. RJ, you won't be able to solve the spiderwebs as Arthur or John. You are missing two manger clues? Two major clues. Is Jesus involved in this? Or wait. I think he misspelled major clues. There's no N or G in major. Anyways, much love, guys. Appreciate y'all for joining up. We'll be here all night long. Got some, definitely some massive developments here in Red Dead Redemption 2, guys. We got this spiderweb mystery, and a lot of people are blowing me up about it. So it's pretty interesting, guys. We got a a Code Blue level event here because I'm just noticing a lot of interest in this thing, and I've seen a lot of mysteries, especially within the Rockstar community. The channel's been around for 10 years, and we were kind of one of the pioneers of the original mystery with Grand Theft Auto 5. So just seeing a lot of things go down. Gotta say, a lot of people are taking interest in the spiderweb mystery, so certainly a lot to get into. We're gonna have a marathon stream tonight. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Massive shout out to Maxie. Maxie, you are carrying the Trippy fam, my friend. Good evening. Glad you could make it, broski. And you know how we always do it, man. I just always hope you guys are feeling good. Challenge you guys to hang out for the night. And when it comes to the spiderweb mystery, this is something pretty massive here. You know what I mean? There's a lot of clues, a lot to get into, and I'm still kind of investigating it myself. There's still, I feel like I don't know about the ins and outs of everything. So always could use your help. We're in this one together. Drop a comment. Show love to Maxie dropping the $20 holler.
Easy.
And yeah, let me know what you guys think, as always.
Whoa now.
Rocket Smoke, they are still chasing question marks. Yeah, I saw that. I saw, potentially another question mark. I don't know. Those are certainly a little bit more up for discussion. Those might not be as concrete, but there's a lot of clues that are happening here that are crazy big, right? I mean, there's definitely some big stuff going on in the game, and this is very interesting, and there's a couple things we got to take into account. So hit the like button, drop a comment, check in with the chat. Much love to Malicious Music. Great name. Thanks for streaming. Oh man, thank you for joining up. Yeah, man, we'll be here into the night. It's only 12:26 here on the East Coast, so we'll be here all night long. I got you, and yeah, man, definitely a lot to talk about. Now, when it comes to the spiderweb mystery itself, we are here in story mode, and I believe there are two things that I think people are taking for granted here. Now, this is a mystery that seems to be connected back to GTA 5 with those spiderwebs. And keep in mind, Grand Theft Auto 5, the biggest secrets in the game do not actually appear unless you have 100% completion. So, I think it's pretty important, at least for tonight we're going to do it, that we use a 100% file. Alright, so we have a raw file. We haven't seen the spiderwebs yet. We're going to look at the clues and whatnot in real time. but we do have the 100% file. And, you know, considering the historic value of this, you know, Spiderweb's back in Red Dead Redemption 1, perhaps the Spiderweb clue linking GTA 5 with Red Dead Redemption that I can show you guys, and of course the Spiderweb's here. So I think that maybe John Marston is the one to be involved here. You know, John Marston is a historic Rockstar character. I mean, how many Rockstar characters, you tell me, are in multiple games? It's not many, right? It's very rare for Rockstar to have carryovers. Much love, Star Wars. Star Wars, you are the man. Red Belt, you already know that you're the man. Appreciate you guys. So I do believe John Marston is important, right? He's a major character in multiple Rockstar games, and I would not be surprised if somehow he makes a final appearance, a third and final appearance in Red Dead Redemption 3. We'll all be senior citizens by then, but, you know, hopefully that can happen. Huge shout out to Space Jupiter. To be honest, Trippy, not been playing for 1 year, but into Rainbow Island, got 4 out of 6 gems to unlock Secret Island. Rainbow Island? I'll have to look that one up. I'm not familiar with Rainbow Island. Malicious Music, Madame Nazar. Yeah, she mentioned Spiderwebs as well, right? I mean, this is what I'm saying. We have a lot of things to, you know, actually unlock for yourselves. Because it's one thing to see it in a video, you know what I mean? But you've got to do it in your own game, especially in this case where we're live, right? So, you know, hopefully we can come across some of this stuff together, you know what I mean? But as always, let me know what's on your mind, guys. Let me know how you're feeling. Drop a comment or not. You know, you can totally just, you know, you can lurk. That's cool too. But if you have any theories, any locations you want us to investigate, this is one of the most interactive live streams you'll find anywhere. You know, we're probably going to have a lot of people in the stream throughout the night because this mystery is pretty lit right now. But it don't matter, man. We could have 500 people in the chat. I'll still be reading it and still be seeing what you guys are saying. Alright. Pickled eggs? I'll take 7. Give me the pickled eggs, please. Oatmeal.
Listen.
What do you mean oatmeal? Where's the pickled eggs? Damn it.
Yeah, he's mine.
Give me the pickled eggs.
Well, you better watch out for him. He's looking for a knife in his belly from some of the boys here.
Oh, wow. That's brutal. Well, no pickled eggs. False advertising. Peter says there's this theory. If you get near the spiderwebs, time stops. But it's been debunked. So there's a possibility we can shoot all feathers in one night. I don't know, man. That seems very hard, but I'm with you, man. I wouldn't put it past Rockstar. That's for sure. 99 Miracle Tonic. Alright, that's enough. We should be good. Fluffy, what's up? Sick Nasty. Yo, Trippy, what's good, brother? What's up, Sick Nasty? Thanks for checking in, broski. Trippy, did you ever frequent the old Neo Seeker forums? I did not. I'm not a huge Reddit and, you know, forum guy, which is probably to my detriment because, you know, there's a lot of information on Reddit and whatnot. I mean, that's for sure. The benefit I have is I know people online, and of course I have access to you guys to kind of go over this in real time. And of course YouTube, I think, is, you know, a really good source of information as well, as we're here right now. But no, I did not frequent the forums. I probably should have, to be honest, though.
How do you do?
So, Malicious, you're saying there's been 5 black feathers and 3 red feathers, probably right around there. It's interesting. Now, because this is a pretty popular secret right now, you know, much talked about mystery. We got our 100% file. Bear in mind, we are in a major year for Rockstar Games. Probably the biggest year in Rockstar Games history, my friends. No joke. Alright, this is a historic time we're in right now because this is GTA 6 year.
Good boy.
And I know there's been, there's plenty of rumors that the game could be delayed. There's other rumors saying the game is locked in for this year. We'll never know for sure, but
Ready, boy?
regardless, if GTA 6 is coming out this year, Rockstar, they could do anything for publicity. What if they add, a secret, or in this case, a massive mystery into Red Dead Redemption 2, man? It would be perfect, right? This game is way bigger than a lot of people give it credit for. So, I think that would be a possibility that Rockstar kind of teases us with a big mystery, some kind of big Easter egg that people discover. You see it gains a lot of hype as people find this stuff, and it leads to more hype for Grand Theft Auto Part 6. There's just plenty of theories and a lot of moving parts going on right now. 5 for Eagle Flies and 3 for Rains Falls, says Peter. Yeah, I mean, I feel like people are absolutely scouring everything when it comes to, all the potential Spiderweb locations, So it makes me wonder if there's any Spiderweb still that need to be discovered. Perhaps, I mean, there's got to be, this is too raw of a mystery here. There's got to be a lot that has yet to be found, and once we kind of grasp everything, these live streams, chances are we could find something together. That said, I do have the map in front of me here. Actually, I have a few different maps, but yeah, I feel like, man, it's tough to say. This is why I need your help, because there's going to be a lot of clickbait going on right now. With the popularity of the mystery, it's very reminiscent to me of some big mysteries, even the Chiliad mystery. It's like a jetpack mystery within Grand Theft Auto 5. How people just, really got crazy with their imaginations. It's like we got to be kind of realistic about some of this stuff. You know what I mean? But it's hard to say, because when it comes to these huge secrets within video games, anything is possible. Once again, though, we're just kicking off the stream. Really hope you all enjoyed the the live stream tonight. Should be a fun one. Much love, James Bond. What's up, dude? Another spider web led to another post that players shot at again to reveal a carving that read Northwest, which most took to mean Northwest, and there was also an image of a guitar. Much love, Malicious. Wait, is that a continuation of another comment here? Mark Berry, what's up, dude? For me personally, when you see the guitar symbol, you guys are talking about how you shoot the, the light, the post there, and that's what kind of creates the guitar symbol. Personally, with the guitar symbol, I think of Javier. Like, I wonder if he's included somehow. The 8 legs of the spider then correspond to the 8 poles. Yeah, I hear you. Lead players to Fort Wallace, where there was a guitar and carving of 2 birds on the roof that nobody ever noticed before. Yeah, good call, man. I mean, yeah, exactly. So there's one location right here, right? Which appears at 1 to 2. And this is supposed to be, kind of the center of the supposed spider. It's really kind of strange, because to me, if you look at the symbol itself, which appears on a, on a lamp or a light post, it doesn't really look like a spider to me. I suppose, you know, it's got the 8 legs, right? But it looks like a really jacked up spider. There's got to be something to that shape, you know? So this is the one right here that supposedly appears from 1 to 2, but we didn't see this one earlier. And this is the one I wanted to look at to start off the stream. And let me know if you guys have seen this one, because this one, you know, it seems to be right here, right? This is the location, but there's no posts around here. So we'll check it out. It appears from 1 to 2. Let me know if you guys have seen this one yet, because I wanted to check it out in game, see if we can get it to spawn. I believe it might be in the trees here, so it could be trippy. Let's check it out.
Not the
1
time,
to 2.
my boy.
I know this is a trippy commentaries, and I know it's predominantly a Rockstar Games channel, but have you thought of playing Arc Raiders? Dude, Psychic Trauma, I swear, dude, telepathic here. I swear, I literally was thinking about that before the stream. I was thinking about that, man. So, yeah, the answer is of course, man. I'm a huge gamer. You know, I'm a massive gamer, guys. A lot of you who've known me for a long time know. You know, so I remember going back, you know, my earliest memories, you know, going to like different friends' houses. I'd make friends with people that have different games. I'd be like one girl I made friends with because she had Banjo-Tooie, right? I loved Banjo-Kazooie. Never got to play Banjo-Tooie, and, you know, she went over there. So, you know, I'm like trying to become her boyfriend just because she's got Banjo-Tooie. You know what I'm saying? I've always loved gaming, so it really is a pleasure to be hanging out with you guys. And although Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of my favorite games, we're also doing a live playthrough of Metroid Prime here at the channel, Metroid Prime 4, the new Metroid game. And I play all types of games. Alright, so let's go ahead and sleep until nighttime and see if we can check it out. Much love, Psychic Trauma. Two life? Tree dropping leaves. It spawns in the trees. Appreciate that, yeah. Alright, we'll see if we can see it, man. It sounds like it's going to be crazy if we do. Alright, 12 o'clock. Tear down the fire. Yeah, Rocket Smoke. We'll do a Metroid stream soon. Let's eat some cooked big game meat. Can't be hungry to see the spiderweb. Alright, so I suppose we want to look away, right? Probably don't want to be looking at the area. So it's going to be right in here. So again, if you're just joining up, this is a 100% file. I think that could be a big deal. You know, keep in mind, these same spiderwebs appeared in Grand Theft Auto 5 on Mount Chiliad. So here's our 100% file right here. A better world. A new friend. Spider symbol on the pole is just meant to connect the webs on the map. Hey, much love. Appreciate your comments, yeah. Hey, we're in this one together. I was saying to start the stream, guys, you know, I still I don't have my mind around everything here. Don't have it fully grasped, but definitely doing a marathon stream tonight. So let me know what you guys think. Any locations you want us to check out, absolutely let us know. And, you know, I'm always down for whatever. Already got 92 people in here. Hit the like button. It really helps out the stream. By the way, don't forget to join our membership, the Trippy Club. We have a limited edition Trippy Spiderweb emoji. And just for tonight, we do have a Trippy John Marston emoji. You know, I think he could be a big part of this. John Marston is certainly a big part. There it is, guys. Dude. That is some crazy shite right there. You gotta hit the like button for this spiderweb. That's legit. That is definitely legit. Much love, SG Gibson. So, I think John Marston could be a big deal, right? I think he's a historic Rockstar character. This is something that connects to GTA 5 for some reason. So tonight, we are using John Marston with a 100% profile. So we have a limited edition trippy John Marston emoji. Huge shout out to Mickey. Mickey01928. Legend. What is up with that, guys? So there's two? There's two spiderwebs, you're telling me? Is that normal? But yeah, I think people who've been subbed to the channel for a while know that we've been investigating stuff like this for a long time. So to see Rockstar up to their old tricks again, it's pretty awesome. Especially as GTA 6 gets closer. Now, is this something that's always been in the game? How did nobody discover this? And you gotta admit, man, everybody in here, I know a lot of you guys are probably seeing this for the first time. Let me call the horse over. I don't have the lantern on me. I think if we look away, it's going to disappear at this point, so that's why I'm trying to concentrate on it. Hopefully I can do it and grab the lantern at the same time. Closer, buddy. Come on, Buell. Closer. Okay. Lantern. Alright, there you go. So there's two. It looks like the same spider web twice. That almost seems like some sort of a glitch, but I think we can 100% agree, guys. This is not a natural spider web, right? There's no spider there. It's not meant to be a spider web. That is a bona fide secret. Shout out to Brittany the Great. What about the giant in the cave? You think that's involved, Brittany? Huge shout out to Jake Kane, Rip Van Winkle. Special shout out to James Bond. Says Kiflom. You think the Epsilon are involved? So there you have it. Just starting off the stream, the first spiderweb. Don't forget to sub to the channel if you're new. We got John Marston, the 100% file, and we have it marked on the map. So this is a fresh profile. You know what I mean? We're intentionally using one where we have yet to find any of the spider webs or anything, so trying to mark them off as we go. If you have any locations or anything you think might be involved, definitely drop it in the chat. This is a very interactive chat, and this is a live investigation we have here. I mean, this is a huge secret. You guys know, from my perspective, I kind of get to see like all the comments come through and see that this is this is a big mystery right now. A lot of people are very, very interested in it. So who knows what is going to be at the end? You know what I mean? This is not solved. There's still plenty that has probably yet to be discovered. I mean, look at that. How are you supposed to find that? You got a spider web in the tree, and I'm about to make it disappear, guys. I hate to do it, but we got to move on, of course. So there's the spider web. Now this one is also interesting because if you do this overlay of the spider symbol, which is just a weird symbol to begin with. Set it on fire. All right, Space Jupiter, I'll try. But yeah, so this is supposed to be in the middle of the spider. This is the actual middle of the spider. All right, here we go. Fire in the hole. Gonna have to maybe hit a nearby branch or something to hit it, right? Whoa. Dude, that looked pretty sweet, though. Didn't seem to have any effect on it, but it just kind of looked cool with the fire behind it. So 2 spider webs, identical looking to me, appearing in a tree. I've seen all webs with Arthur on 40% playthrough and played with shooting the feathers and various weapons. Some strange results with respawn times, but nothing conclusive. Hey, much love. Appreciate the intel, bash. Keep in mind, we're in this one together. If we discover something, say we discover something live in this live stream tonight, guys. all of us discover together. Anybody in the live stream gets credit for it. You know what I mean? I have the controller, but you know, I'm seriously doing this on behalf of all you guys, I promise. Alright, so with that said, Spiderweb number 1 in the books, perhaps. Now, this has got to be one of the more mysterious spiderwebs that are hidden in the game. It looks freaky. There it is. You can see how it'd be very hard to notice, kind of intertwined with the branches. But imagine just so happen to find that by luck, like you're walking around and you just so happen to see it. It would be kind of freaky. All right, guys. With that said, just kicking off the stream. Hit the like button, and it is time to make the spider web disappear. It's weird, right? It's like in between the two trees. At least it was. There you have it. And I know this is such a raw Easter egg right now that there's probably people seeing this stuff for the first time. That's the first time I've seen it myself in game. Alright, so there's another one that's going to appear from 4 to 5 right at the base of Emerald Ranch. It's an interesting location. So it's like right about, or sorry, not Emerald Ranch. I should say Emerald Station. So it's going to be right about here. That one's 4 to 5 o'clock. Okay. Right at the deer's butt. Billy, I think the strange man is losing on this one. He has gone off the edge attempting to add things that don't seem to fit into this anymore. Each video gets crazier. Yeah, it's hard, man. And it's really weird because when you find really weird clues, then you become really open-minded. I've seen the same thing happen with like GTA 5 and even, you know, early on in the Red Dead Redemption 2 days where, you know, people get kind of crazy with it. You know, he's trying. You know, I appreciate him for trying to find new clues and secrets and that sort of thing, you know. It is what it is. And until we solve it, you know, we won't really have the full picture, that's for sure. Massive shout out to Eddie. Wish my phone was more charged. Just stopped in to drop a like, show some love. Hey, much love, appreciate the good vibes, Eddie. Keep in mind, you can watch on your TV as well. You know, pretty much all these TVs nowadays have YouTube. So it's a good way to watch it. I have everything in 1080p, 60 frames per second for you guys. So if you do put it on a TV, you know, it should be good quality. And of course a, you know, laptop or computer, whatever. Alright, I guess we're going to sleep until... What time would be morning? Is that going to be too late? We're trying to get 4 a.m. I think morning's going to be too bad. That's going to be too rough. Alright, we'll do night. And we'll pass the time. I mean, I guess, you know what? There's another one right here. So there's another one that appears 2 to 3. So we might be able to hit maybe both of them. We'll see, though. I guess we should be able to. What time is it? 12. Alright, let's try it. So there's one that appears 2 to 3 a.m. right here. Switch MC, is that you? What is up, Switch? Super glad to see you are hard at work cracking the Spiderweb mystery and RDR2. Hope all is well. Wishing you a happy new year. Switch MC, coming from you, man. Means a lot. And really hope you're doing well, broski. Good to see you. James says, you see the birds just then. No, what happened? I mean, there's going to be birds everywhere, but yeah, those 2 bird symbols. Now, I will say right now, I'm not convinced the bird symbols are linked up to this thing. I don't know. That could be a red herring, or that could be something else entirely, because, you know, there's other secrets in the game that are like hidden symbols. You know what I mean? It not necessarily has to be linked up to the Spiderweb mystery, just because we find a hidden, you know, symbol or whatever. Special shout out to Chewy. Hello everyone, drinking coffee. Hey, me too. I got it in my hand right now. My good luck mug. Cheers, guys. Hope you enjoy the night. It's going to be a trippy one for sure. Mazel tov. Oh yeah, some good coffee. Alright, so wait until 2 a.m. and it should be on one of these light poles right here. Again, if you've been investigating, let me know. I'm still looking into it, and I'm trying to hold off having any, kind of theories or, you know what I mean? I'm trying to hold off on really thinking too much until I see everything for myself in game. Because again, it's one thing to see it on a video, but when you see it in real time, like we're hopefully going to do tonight, guys, together, it really just gives you a grasp of what Rockstar is trying to portray with this stuff, Appreciate you guys. Really appreciate the donos. And much love to everybody in the Trippy Club. We are using John Marston tonight. And for the occasion, we have the Trippy Spiderweb emoji. And we also have a Trippy John Marston emoji. There she is. So there's the Spiderweb. And it does have the feathers. So you guys are saying there's black feathers and red feathers. And I kind of understand why people are thinking to shoot the feathers down. Because they're just really out of place. I mean, the spiderweb itself is out of place, but the feather makes it really out of place. And you can't shoot them down. There's still a lot of thoughts I have about the spider webs when it comes to the feathers. I think maybe they're just making it a little easier to spot. But that's it. That is the spider web right there, guys. There's good old John looking up right at the spider web. Much love to Mickey. Mickey28 Michelle. I don't know if you prefer me to call you Mickey or Michelle, but either way, you're the GOAT. Greatest of all time. So, let's go ahead and shoot it down. It's a black feather. Oh, nice, dude. Shattered it. Maybe if we find all the spider webs, we'll unlock GTA 6. Next one's going to appear at 4 a.m. Special shout out again to Mickey. James Bond on a budget. Special shout out to Peter. 2 feathers, right? A small one and a large one. Yeah, it does seem to, it looks like ones that you'd find on, Dreamcatcher. Much love, Fluffy. Special shout out to Rocket. Space Jupiter says 20 years ago I only played Prince of Persia. Which one? I remember there was Prince of Persia, the first one, which was pretty good. And then Warrior Within, was that the second one? And then the third one, alright, here we go. Spiderweb's going to disappear. Here we go. And the spiderweb's gone. But yeah, then there was a third one, something about the king, something like that. But I remember those ones were good. Those 3 were pretty solid. Okay, so 4 a.m. We got that one in check. This is the next one. So this will be 3 spiderweb sightings right here, all along the spine of Emerald Ranch. And then hopefully we will have had marked everything on the map, once we go through and kind of, see what we've actually discovered in game. So the next one showing up pretty soon. Looks like it's going to be right over here. I mean, it appears it's going to be on a going to be another one pretty easy to find on a light pole there, or I guess a wire pole, electric pole. Much love, Midnight Space. GTA have the same webs. I know, Midnight Space. I know. We can maybe switch over games if you guys want to check them out. Special shout out to Acid Burn Crash. What's up, Acid? Main character of Red Dead Redemption 3, the Queen Spider. Okay, so there should be another spider web right around here.
Hey.
Which one of you has the spider web? Ah, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. That's how glitched it is. You can see the feather, but not the spider web. So there's the whole web. That's what I was saying. Like, maybe the web is just meant that we can actually spot it. You know, it makes it a little bit easier. Crop says, watch it's just cut content. I feel you on that, but it's just different. You know, it doesn't seem to be part of the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. This isn't an actual spider web. This is like breaking the wall, right? This is more of a secret. This is more of something for you to find and know that Rockstar is showing us something. Why is Rockstar putting a spider web in the game? Is it to troll us? Now, you know, there's been a lot of clickbait that has been, you know, born because of this, and also, you know, it certainly looks like it could be just a troll from Rockstar. That's always the possibilities, but there's got to be a reason why they put it in there. And with Grand Theft Auto 6 right around the corner, I think it might have something that could link to that. You know, of course, we are using a full 100% file tonight, and I think John Marston might be involved. So if you're just joining, we've seen the first 3 spider webs. Now, this spider web down here was crazy, dude. That one was, it was like a double spider web that was hidden in a tree. That one's pretty wild. Now, over here, we got apparently the 2 poles. I'm not sure if we have to shoot these ones, maybe? Let's go check it out. There is no time on them. So, I don't know. Let's go scope it out and see what, you know, see what's going on over here. Apparently, it is right over here. Should be right about there. I don't know. Let's go shoot a pole and see if anything happens. Trevor Chabat 864 says, what is the hint? The hint is 2 girls and 1 cup. So we haven't been able to solve it yet. For Smoke, do you think these webs somehow link to the ones in GTA 5? Yeah, just kind of what I was saying. I think Rockstar is breaking the 4th wall. There's got to be a reason why they're putting them in there. What is what does spiders have to do with anything? What does a spider web have to do with anything? Is there even spiders in any of the games? I kind of had a Mandela effect of thinking there was a spider in Red Dead Redemption 1. Also, bear in mind, we are going to be doing a Red Dead Redemption 1 playthrough very soon. We're actually going to be starting a PS5 Red Dead Redemption 1 playthrough. So, maybe this one right here, guys. Let's take a look. Special shout out to GameXD. This one does seem to be more weathered. Oh yeah. heck is going on here, guys? I don't see anything. Maybe this isn't the right one? I didn't know, like, can you shoot all of them like this? I didn't even know you could do this. I'd never shot a pole before. Are they all... Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There it is, guys. Dude, that is crazy, though. That is a crazy-looking secret, isn't it? I mean, come on. That's one of the biggest secrets in the game right there. Think about it, guys. Think about how much we've played this game. We played the hell out of Red Dead Redemption 2. So to see something new is pretty mind-blowing. It really is, man. To see something brand new discovered in the game, even for us, right? We all had a lot of faith that there was still something to find. But this is pretty wild. W with the 3, so it's got 5 crosses. The crosses look pretty similar to the ones at the bottom of the well. That one has 3. This one has 5, though. Looks like 5 crosses. So that's got to represent 5 dead people, or are those poles? I don't think they're poles, though, right? Because the poles just kind of hang from one side. Those seem to be crosses. What do you guys think? It's a W with the 5 poles. So you guys think there are 5 power poles. 5 power poles to the west? I don't know. Much love, Doomer. I mean, it's definitely a W. 5 power poles to the west. So if you go 5 power poles to the west, is that the Spiderweb? Because that is very strange, right? Because there's a bigger secret. Like, this seems to be cooler than the Spiderweb itself. Interesting. We got to shoot another poll to see if they all do this, or if it's just the ones that have a secret to them. That is pretty fascinating, though. W. Alright, so let's check it. So this is 1. Okay, so this one does shoot as well, then. You could break it open. So yeah, I wonder if they all do that. I never knew that the power poles have some destructibility to them. Now we just got to go around and shoot every single power pole, so that way we can actually, you know, figure out which ones have a secret to them. Now I'm assuming this probably doesn't have anything, right? Now I know there's other power poles with some different symbols and whatnot on them, but I think this is just, you know, just going to be a raw. Yeah. But let's move to the next one and see if you can also shoot that one. Much love, Trevor. What's up, dude? 62 numbers, 3 crosses, a sun, cloud, and constants. Well, yeah. So it's the 3 crosses. Wait a minute. So they all don't do that. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Let's try this one. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What? Maybe they do. Huh. Alright, so Very interesting. Okay, so let's see if the fifth one. Let me grab the horse. Let's see if the fifth
Okay,
one
boy.
does have a spider web on it. Let's check. Once again, guys, hit the like button. Let me know if you have any locations you want us to look at.
Easy now.
You know I'm down for whatever, and this is a active investigation, dude. I think the game is probably on the precipice of having a massive discovery. So, we got to do some investigating tonight, that's for sure. Okay, so there you go for anybody who hasn't seen it. Hidden on the pole. So there's 5 crosses. Some of you guys think it's a light pole, so 5 to the west. Let's see if there's anything on it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So that's 4, and this would be the 5th right here. And that is not the one with the spider web. The spider web's down there. So, let me bring up the map real quick on my end. I have, let's see, is there, hold on. Is there anything at this one? Okay. No. There's nothing here, guys. So it's not the 5th. Dude, it could be a cross. Or wait, yeah, you guys are right. So I was thinking 5 going west to that one. You're right. So we got to actually go west. So, okay, so let's check the other way. Is there something on that? Because I'm not showing anything over there. Right? Yeah. Oh, actually, there's one, I guess, way over there. Okay, let's go check it. Let's go see what's out that way. Yeah, because we have the spider web in the other direction, so that's the thing. I was thinking maybe it was coming from there. So let's go this way. I didn't even think there was really anything out in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, there ain't nothing out here. I guess we should check it though. Maybe I'm wrong. It is a little bit of a conspicuous one. Is there anything? Wait a minute. Because there's one right there, but not here. Alright, let's check this out. So it does break open. Doesn't seem to be anything on this one. Maybe there is. Oh, there is something on this one. No way, dude. Aha. Oh, this is a guitar. Okay. So it does definitely lead to this one then. No way. So the map I have must be before this was discovered, because it's not even on the map. Nice. Yeah, we were talking about the map earlier in the stream. The main thing that I think of when it comes to guitars in the game is Javier. You know, let me know if you guys have any other, thoughts when it comes to guitars in the game. But, man, it just makes me wonder if he's involved at all. That's why I was thinking maybe John could be involved. John Marston, who goes back, that far compared to, something like Arthur. I mean, Javier was a major character in the first Red Dead Redemption. So, northwest. But there's no numbers this time. Right? Not that I see. Just northwest and a guitar. Now, I wonder if there's any correlation to the spiderweb, because this is all part of the same, investigation. but you know, it's like, does it have anything to do with the spiderwebs? It could be something completely different. All right, so northwest. So we got to put this, we got to mark this spot. This is definitely major secret in this mystery. So northwest would take us to Fort Wallace. I guess we'll go make a stop there. We still have more spiderwebs to see, but I mean, it is definitely northwest. Let's go check it out. It makes me think that the birds might be linked up to this thing, but the guitar? That's interesting, guys. Bash. The hole in the guitar definitely looks like the opening of Window Rock. Dude, we gotta go stop by Window Rock. We'll do that as well. I mean, is that northwest? Interesting. I mean, northwest is, you know, really, like, perfectly northwest of this location. So, Fort Wallace and Window Rock. So you think the middle represents Window Rock? Ooh, I see what you're saying. Guitar. It's kind of like an oblong guitar, though. I'm glad you said something because, yeah, I've definitely noticed that now. It's a guitar, but it's certainly an odd-shaped one. I mean, guitars are naturally going to have that strange shape, but even for that, this one seems very interesting. Northwest. Hey, once again, appreciate you guys for helping out. You know, I'm still trying to grasp and find all this stuff figured out for myself, you know, with the help of you guys. That way we can come, you know, to an agreement on some official theories on what the heck is going on, because, you know, right now this is absolutely mind-blowing. We've done numerous live streams, or live stream playthroughs, I should say, and, you know, obviously we've done quite a bit in Red Dead Redemption 2, almost as much as anybody. So to have something brand new discovered in the game is just so awesome. So we are heading up to Fort Wallace, but something tells me that there's probably something in the middle, you know what I mean, that hasn't been discovered yet. There's probably a clue that we still have to find. Much love, Midnight Space. I mean, I wish we could grab a guitar. You know, we should be able to. If you have your music turned up. I should. Let me make sure. Sometimes I turn it down. Yeah, okay. I'll turn up the score. It's weird because a lot of times, you know, I want to hear, you know, if there's like animals or something in the background. But in this case, you know, there might be maybe like a certain song that'll play. So we'll definitely have to listen out for it. We'll be going in more spider webs and that sort of thing. Going from one spider web to the next. Got these guitars as well. Can you inspect the guitars in Fort Wallace? I don't think you can inspect them, but we're going to certainly go to it. It's interesting. Definitely, you know, some sort of a, you know, a treasure type of situation, you know. Like they want you to follow this path. Huge shout out to James Bond, Charlotte's Web. Yeah, we got to find the pigs, and there probably will be one above it. Special shout out to Switch MC, the evil eye which causes misfortune. You think so? Yeah, Nazar might be, I don't know, I think she might just be throwing around a clue, but it's pretty interesting. For Smoke, I restarted. I'm in Chapter 2, running all around the mystery areas, seeing if anything strange pops up. Wolf encounters happen to me while searching these areas. Interesting. Hey, Smoke, let me know, man. Let me know if you have any thoughts. Dude, we might have to go inside the fort, though. You know? I think we might have to. That's going to be tough. Scheißen. Alright, we might have to get lucky. Because I can show it off in camera mode. We definitely can do that. And that'll be our backup method, but I think it'd be better off if we can find a wagon and jump on top of it. I do know a spot to where we can get into Fort Wallace. I don't know. But it's hard to find a good wagon around here. You kind of have to get lucky. Try looking at the sun at the loft. Alright, yeah, we can visit the loft. I know somebody had posted information on Twitter I saw about, you know, thinking that the, you know, the Morse code machines, forget the official name for it, but those things might have something to do with it. I mean, we've covered the loft in the past, especially, you know, in reference to the IKZ mystery. Some people think that that might be the cabin that she was at, and talked about her newspaper article. Yeah, I'm glad third person. Wait, what? Who designed this game specific last year? What's she talking about? Yeah. Much love to Switch. Appreciate your comments, broski. Young Guapo. Don't forget, guys, if you're in the Trippy Club, our membership. I don't think we can jump on this one, right? We do have a limited edition Trippy Spiderweb emoji and a Trippy. We also have the John Marston emoji available for tonight. We're going to use John Marston with our 100% file. We're also going to start up a PS5 Red Dead Redemption 1 playthrough, you know, in the near future. I don't think that's going to be high enough up. We need a little bit of a boost to get into the fort. You guys have a good wagon around here. Like I was saying, I can't use camera mode, so I do have a backup method. I don't know if this one's going to be tall enough. It might be, though. Alright, we'll try it. It might be actually tall enough. It's going to be close. Take the back route. Hopefully this is going to be tall enough up. It's got a little bit of a boost jump here. Crime reported. Come on, it's Grand Theft Auto. They should give me bonus points for that. What if you did this and it kind of gave you, like, you know, some stars? Like the only way you can get 5 stars in the game is if you actually do Grand Theft Auto. More smoke. Yeah. Are they going to give us a bounty for that? Like, come on. It could have been anybody. They didn't. Nobody saw us. I mean, yeah, a few people saw us. Now we just gotta hope that this is tall enough to get us into Fort Wallace. Not too much traffic out here, considering it's the middle of the day. You'd expect there to be a little bit more, but it's all good. Nighthawk. Oh, really? Your clue. Definitely reminiscent of the GTA era where, you know, I'd have people blow me up with all kinds of, you know, acting like they're prophets of the mystery and whatnot. It was pretty hilarious. Good times. Okay, so we need to go to the right side. We got a little bit of a nubs wagon here. Right here is where we can actually jump in. So I think this should work. We don't want to go in when wanted though, right? perfect. Oh, dang it, guys. Nope. Too short. It's close, too. I wonder... Man, I'm wondering if I can, like, smash it against, you know, to get a little bit much of a boost, because I don't think it would take much. We'll just switch it into camera mode, and that'll let us actually go in there. Yeah. Trying to see if maybe it's lower on one side. Come on, John. Used to play basketball in college. We know you can do it. It's like, what if I run into it with something else?
Damn it!
You know what I mean? And then that kind of like will smash it up. The hell is everybody? There's no traffic out here today. Aha! I see somebody. Where are they going? I don't have a horse. This is usually where the wolves pop out and eat us. Much love to everybody here. Trying to pop into Fort Wallace. Not really too necessary because, you know, thankfully there's camera mode. I could use that to get us in there. But we have that wagon, so if we just found another wagon, we can plow into there and, you know, maybe lift it enough to actually get in there. That would probably work. Easier said than done when apparently there's no traffic. Oh, wait. Use this guy to catch up to the other guy. We're resourceful here at the Trippy family. Alright, pal. Just want to use your wagon, man. Oh, shoot, he's trying to get away. Dang it. It might be too far away. Do you think it's too far away to where our other wagon's probably going to disappear? It probably will. It would be impressive if the other wagon is still there. Oh, shoot. Or I just destroy this wagon. There we go. Much love to Trippy Sam Masto. What is happening, bro? Crazy mystery here, Sam Masto, isn't it? Alright, hopefully the other wagon is still there. And we can ram it. Ram it from behind, John. Nope. Disappeared. Disappeared. We are very disappointed, Rockstar. We're trying to get up there. But this wagon isn't tall enough, of course. And I think this is the lowest spot that we can jump over. Come on, crash it up, horse. Maybe nudge it up so it gives us just a little bit of boost so we can get in there. We found that, what is it, a guitar clue. Let's see, we're just a little bit too low. So if I could maybe hit something in there from the backside, I could probably get it to, you know, lift up and then we could jump in there. But we're getting trolled by the game because there's been no traffic coming by here. Anybody around? Lead. Seems the mystery leads to the Tesla Tower. You think so, Sam Masto? You talking about this mystery? That'd be trippy. I mean, right now, Sam, we found the, right here is the guitar symbol These are all the symbols we found so far tonight. The guitar seems to lead to Fort Wallace, so the door isn't open. I don't think so, Doug.
Ain't allowed in here, so go and get. Calm down.
Let us in. We do have 100%. We kind of wish they would open it up for us. Maybe the back door. Oh, it's like barricaded shut. Oh, come on. Now we pissed him off. I blame Trippy Sam Masto. Alright, let's see how much we can actually look around. Shout out to Steve Balls. Wow. Genius, guys. Genius. Looks like they're about to shoot a barrel of apples. Trying to see, because this is where the birds are, right? They're in here. This one's actually a very tall tower. Dude, that's interesting, guys. So you got the symbols up here, but I find that really fascinating. I didn't realize that there's actually the ladder to the top. I didn't even notice that. So interesting, guys. So the game gives you a reason to go up top, like Assassin's Creed pretty much, and then they did hide the symbol. So they gave you a reason to go up there and find it. And then, of course, you'd have to think you're going to be walking on it to come look at the waterfall, and that's why you would notice, or, you know, maybe you would notice, still pretty tough, but that's where you could notice the two birds. So there's the symbols right there. Those are the two birds. So let me look at the map here. Of course, I pissed everybody off in Fort Wallace. So the map, because there is two guitars. Hold on. There's two guitars. Let's go ahead and mark this, by the way, because that's definitely a symbol. So we got to put that on there. It's not letting me put it anywhere because there's an enemy. There we go. But yeah, I guess the guitar, I believe, is going to be... There has to be guitar, guys. We need to shoot a guitar. There's going to be... Somebody hasn't found one of the secrets by... You got to shoot a guitar or something. And I know some people have tried to find guitar shapes hidden in the game. That certainly is an option, but... Something tells me, considering we're shooting everything else, you got to shoot a guitar or something like that. Once again, if you guys have been investigating the secret, feel free to let us know if you have any theories or thoughts on it. Can't even really see in that one. We might have to go grab... Might have to go grab the wagon to get in there. Unless, I mean, maybe I could jump on that side. Maybe we'll try it. Maybe I'm underestimating this thing. It's not the size that matters. It's how you use it. Isn't that right, James Bond? This might work, guys. And I will get absolutely destroyed, but whatever. Alright, we're in. What are you doing, John? Are these guys gonna, like, keep coming? Oh, dang you. point blank range. Much love. I'm gonna give somebody a shout out, but I don't have time. There's too many guys surrounding me now. Subscribe if you are new. We'll be investigating the secret until it's solved, that's for sure. Mystery that, you know, is proven to be one of the biggest mysteries in the game now. Bastard. Don't be a hero. Listen, as we found out from Red Dead 1, it'll take a small army to take out John. Okay, there's no point of even trying. This dog coming for me. That's right. Smart move, doggy. Smart move. Starting to get out of hand, chat. Much love, Guru. Oh, come on. Hopefully they don't spawn in here. I mean, the doors are closed, so we should have free roam. This guy's waving to us from over there. What's that guy doing back there? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Don't even think about it. You don't want none of this, dog. We're on your side. Huge shout out to Trippy Sam Masto. My man. Hold on, I'll read in a second. Sam, I'm hoping we can clear this place, man. Getting call to arms flashbacks, thinking that there's going to be a cannon somewhere. Wait, is that now? I finally got a crime reported. First one. Last one, hopefully. Oh, there you are. Alright, I think we should have open rain now. John, you're a beast. Are they in here, or? I think they're just coming up outside, hopefully. On your side, dog. Don't attack me. Okay. Much love, Trippy. Sam Masto, he says, in the Tesla laboratory, there's a window above the door that is a spider web. Oh, hell yeah. We'll go check it out. That's a good point. There are on, you know, electric cables. Snug with Pug. Cheers to you, Snug with Pug.
You're a dead man.
Oh, damn. Read the chat. I didn't realize there was still a guy in here. Okay, let's look around. See what we can find. There's gonna be guys probably coming in here somehow. There's a light back here. Really appreciate you, Sam Masto. Let me know if you have any thoughts about the mystery. Certainly could use your help. If we can find a guitar, we gotta shoot it or something, guys. Cutting across. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Okay. If that's not looking at them, they might be able to get in here. So I just gotta keep an eye out. Okay, not much in there, just the old blood eyes. So keep in mind the clue, if you missed it, there's a clue that tells you to go northwest, which leads us right here. What is that? Like a broom or something, or a walking stick maybe? It's a walking stick. Anything back here? Don't worry, we're going to be seeing more spider webs for anybody. We've seen a few already, and a couple of them I've seen for the first time. So, you know, pretty mind-blowing in my eyes. check around before we head out, see if there's anything that maybe stands out here at Fort Wallace. Especially, I mean, with the clues seem to be leading us straight here. So if we see any spider webs or anything like that, that'd be huge right now. And also the guitar. You know, we've literally had to shoot open these telephone wires. Somebody in here. So that's just has me thinking we have to shoot the guitar or do something like that. Just get him, John. This thing's closed. As well. I think a couple of these are open during the Christmas call to arms. Cigarette card here. Is this anything important? Let's see which one it is. Emmett Granger. Ow! Hey, I called timeout. That's a war crime right there, sir. Another closed door here. Card. Oh, it looks like a horse. Guitar's under the tent. Guitar under the what in the tent right here. Check it out.
Start firing. He's right there.
Okay, come on. We're doing some. So these tents you can't go in. You mean this middle tent? Hopefully we didn't blow it up with all that firing around here. I remember the guy playing the guitar in Call to Arms in the tower. That's what I thought. Go in here. Take a look around. I like the place. Got some hay in here. Canteen. Alright, let's head up. It's the tower with the birds. Fresh apples. Oh, damn it. Didn't want to have to do that.
There's no way out this time, jackass. The law don't go easy on shooters.
Couple dead guys in here. Dude, this thing is a heck of a tower. I don't know. Oh, come on. Another guy trying to interfere with a perfectly good investigation. Dude, so the guitar is way up here? That's crazy, guys. That has to be involved right there. That has to be a big deal. That is a big deal. So it points out the guitar and the birds are above the guitar. Interesting, guys. Interesting. Alright, Billy. So, okay, so it's on, I'll go look at that one, but I think this is the main one, guys. This one is serious, dude. Especially, now it could just be pointing towards the birds themselves, the fact that it really is, you know, right here, and then you can go around and climb up that way. Dude. Keep on coming. But this guitar, to me, I think is a big part of the clue. Again, it could just be pointing us towards the birds. Very possible. But that is the exact guitar, for sure, that it was pointing towards. for smoke. I don't know if the birds are grass textured. It looks like just that green stuff that's on the top, but we'll go look at it in a moment. We got to shoot this thing, guys. There's got to be something to it. This is the guitar. No shizen. Man, we don't want to use a gun though, because that's going to destroy it. Trevor, is Marco Dragic an anagram for rock diagrams? No, it's an anagram for dark magic. It's Nikola Tesla. Alright, let's try a knife. See what happens, guys. Here goes nothing.
It's all over now.
Get out of here, dude. Another one? Jeez. We have the high ground. Really? Guy's already dead. Well, come on. Can't really knock it down. Gun it is. Interesting, guys. There it goes. Oh, so you can break it. So we did break it.
Take him out now. Come on.
Enjoy your last moments alive.
Check the back of it, guys. So yeah, I think it appears as if it's just pointing us in the right direction. So they want you to find this guitar right here. And then creep up over to the ladder and get to the very tippy top that way. They want you to get right here. Holy moly, we're taking shots. This guy right... Is that a guy or is that a bucket? There's a guy right here. Alright, let's go ahead and switch it into camera mode. Bob Locke, what is happening, man? Guru, welcome to the live stream. Hit the like on... What? Turn on notifications and subscribe. Appreciate you, Guru. Much love, man. Okay, so... There's the birds. I know you guys thought maybe it's grass textured. I see where you're coming from. I think it's more of, you know, because if you look, you see how there's this other green stuff? I think it's that. You know what I mean? I don't think it's grass textured. I think it's this green gunk right there. And then there are the bird textures. And much love, Maxie. Really appreciate that. Gifted 5 memberships. Bear in mind, guys, we do have a limited edition trippy Spiderweb emoji and the trippy John Marston emoji. Limited edition, though. The John Marston, we are controlling John, and we're also going to be starting a PS5 Red Dead Redemption 1 playthrough soon. Subscribe if you are new. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, you do have, 100% the birds point this direction. And I see why people think that it lines up to the Bigfoot mystery, or it's a possibility, because that is exactly where you see the birds with the Bigfoot mystery. You know, and that symbol right there shows that you found them. Basically, you go, the birds themselves, I mean, if you look at the birds, it does look like they're sitting all along like right here. And then when you activate them, they fly. They will not fly away. They kind of fly along with you until you make it to the cave. Okay, how are we going to get out of this one, guys? Can we jump down like Assassin's Creed style? Doesn't seem like a good plan. But yeah, that's trippy, guys. Again, you know, seeing the guitar in game for myself, you know, kind of following the trail, it really just, that's what makes it more mind-blowing in my opinion, you know, because that really conveys what Rockstar is trying to show you here. But yeah, so far, you know, that is 100% linked. Now, I don't know, man. It almost seems kind of separated from the spiderwebs, but we'll see. We have some more spiderwebs to see. The first one that we found in the game was really, or at least in the stream, was really mind-blowing. You know, that massive spiderweb. There seems to be two of them. Identical spiderwebs. Not seeing a guitar here on a table, but I'm guessing it might be destroyed. Or maybe it's this one back here. Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. Okay, so wait a minute. Look at that, guys. Dude. Okay, it's not perfect. I was gonna say, Rockstar's kind of pointing you towards the way you gotta climb, right? Another guitar. I know a couple other spots with guitars too. We gotta get out of here, guys. Taking one look at this area here. Alright. Let's make a run for it. Really, John? Well, never said John Marston was graceful. Let's get the heck out of here. You'll never catch us alive. Ha ha ha. Special shout out again to everybody in here. Much love. Rocket Smoke. I didn't see anything underneath the guitar. I checked the other guitar, checked the backside to see if there was anything, and it didn't appear to be. I think it's just pointing out those birds. I do feel a sneeze coming on, guys. Phew! Oh, man. Alright. Holy cow, look at all these guys. Is this necessary? Come on. I'm merely one dude. Okay? Like, if you can't take me out with the guys you've already had, just give it up. Let me go. Alright. I'm going to drink some coffee. Hold on. Hey, once again, guys, really hope you're enjoying the stream. Hit the like button. Let me know if you have any clues or any locations you want us to investigate. We'll be here into the night. And it's only 1:50 here on the East Coast, so the night is young, my friends. Also, don't forget to sub if you are new. We'll be doing all kinds of live streams and investigations. I'll get a video up for you guys, and maybe even one stream we will get a horse. Is there one over there? Did we leave it at maybe Valentine? Yeah, we probably did, right, to steal that wagon. Starting to get closer. Oh, remember this spot? We do have also, quick heads up guys, we are using a 100% file. I do think that might be one of the more underestimated elements of this thing. So definitely got to use a 100% file. You got to remember that, you know, the biggest secrets in Grand Theft Auto 5, which that game did have the Spiderweb. So it was, you know, where I guess they started at this point. But, you know, that game, the biggest secrets, you do have to have 100%. So we just definitely want to make sure, at least for this live stream, by using our 100% file. Maxie, much love. You're the MVP tonight. MMA. Oh, man, you think they're mountains? We were talking about that the last stream. They totally could be. James Earl Jones. Yes. Maxie, I hate to tell you, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but 89%, I mean, that means you still have a lot to do. You know, like, it takes a while. I remember getting to 95%, and that last 5% was grueling. Oh, come on. Is that necessary?
You amazing animal.
I'll let me clean the horse. Maybe I'm going too fast. We definitely got to pay the bounty, though. What do we got? 335. It's not terrible, actually. We got 21,000. Adjusted for inflation here in the old days, that's the equivalent of $5 billion. Back then, a penny would buy you a house.
Whoa. Hello there, pleased to see you.
Yes. Wait, wrong desk.
Great. Thanks.
Makes sense, right? Same guy,
If you would give me
different
a minute,
desk.
please. Christ, you got the money to pay all that off?
There we go.
Anything else you need?
We're a free man. Hey, you know, I might have shot
Nice
hundreds
seeing you.
upon probably thousands of innocent men. But damn it, everybody deserves a second chance. I'm probably on chance number 1200 by now. Guru says, I hope all had an awesome Christmas and a good New Year. I appreciate the good vibes, Guru. Same goes to you, my friend. There we
One
go.
more time, boy.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and let's take a look at another, let's go to Emerald Ranch. We'll take a look at another Spiderweb as we try to unlock them all. And bear in mind, we haven't died, so even though, you know, pretty much craziness back there, we still have yet to die. And we have plenty of other locations we have to visit. So there is one I want to go to, show you where we're going here. The next one's going to appear between 2 and 3 a.m. And it's going to be right about here. So this is the one. We want to be here at 2 to 3 a.m. So we'll head that direction and I'll be able to pass out. It's 2 a.m. right now, so clearly, yeah, not going to exactly make it, but we'll make sure it works. Down here. Special shout out to everybody in the stream. Really hope you guys are having a good night. Coming up on 2 o'clock here on the East Coast. Always like to hear if you guys have any theories or, you know, maybe a location you want us to investigate. We still got to go by Window Rock. We got to go by the Tesla factory. Yeah, MMA. That's why we got to go to Marco Dragic's factory. He might be involved in this thing. Chili Ed Kevin, what's up, man? Holograms with Tank in GTA 5? Going off this direction, we'll set up a tent out here or whatever. Sleep until midnight. Oh, what do we got going on here? Okay, just Looks like just the stables. Top of the morning, sir. Does 3 a.m. count as the morning? I don't know. It's kind of a fringe time.
Hey now,
That guy cool?
you're somewhere you shouldn't be.
Oh, come on. Alright, whatever. You do your own thing, pal. We don't care. What time is it? Where are we? There is one we can hit right here, actually. How far are we away? No, I don't know if we can make it in time. I'll see. It appears at 4. Yeah, maybe we can actually. Let's check it out. Pure Hydro. Love the name. Says, oh yeah, maybe the birds are actually for window. Yeah, we got to go to Window Rock, but I mean, I gotta say, it does seem like the birds are pointed right towards the exact birds that lead you to that, you know, mysterious invisible giant character. So I can see why people are thinking, you know, common sense, it might actually link up to that. Okay, so it just turned 4, and it should be one of these right here, guys. So it should be another spiderweb. Aha! There it is. Alright. It does seem like the feather is in a different location on the webs, doesn't it? Let's go in there. Like, I feel like, yeah, the other spider web, the feather was to the left, so that's kind of unusual. So this one's a red one. If you guys really think that makes a difference between the red and the black, I mean, it's a slight red tint, but, you know, that could count. It does seem pretty intentional there. Huh. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Who's that out there? He's watching us. John down there with his binoculars. That's a cool picture. So this one is between 4 and 5 a.m. So yet another one marked on our list. Next one will be that one right here. So we got to set that one up. But yeah, I mean, just in a matter of one stream so far, you know, we've seen, I guess, most of the spider webs. We still have more to see though. These are really close to each other. Alright, so let's shoot the feather. This one blends in better than the other ones. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Alright, so there. There goes the feather. Man, that would be such a cool discovery, you know, to actually find that randomly without knowing about it. Very well hidden. bites the dust. It's now 5 o'clock a.m. Alright, let's go ahead and make it disappear. The exact same thing from the GTA mystery that we looked at all those years ago. Same exact spiderweb, so that's got to be where Rockstar got the idea. What's going on over here? Special delivery. The very first Amazon delivery, guys. Here you go. Have a nice day.
Come on,
Did they shoot fuel? How dare you? Shizen. Hopefully GTA 6 can, you know, decide, like, it's a little bit better as far as going underhand or, you know, throwing it overhand. Like a situation where you should clearly do it underhand. In this game, you'll do it overhand and throw it right on the tree. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep. So that way we can set up this next one. So the next one is 2 to 3 a.m. Much love to Smoke, who says, I'm investigating Bacchus Bridge right now. The bridge the birds were facing. Nothing of note yet. Waiting for the web hours to check. That's a great idea, dude. I feel like that'd be a good spot to find a spider web. Much love, Max E. Jeremy, I'm impressed by your dedication to this game. I finished the story mode 4 times. We'll probably start a 5th soon. Can't wait for... Dude, much love, Jeremy. Really appreciate the comment. Dude, Jeremy, you're the exact type of person who really, you know, really just understands these type of mysteries, you know, because you have a lot of casuals, you got a lot of people who haven't even played Red Dead in years, you know, logging back in because they're hearing about the mystery. I mean, the fact that people have been playing this thing for years and it's just now discovered is just so crazy. Hey Sarah, what's happening? Chain Gang, wish we had Cowboys and Aliens DLC. That would be cool. I mean, we got some UFOs in the game, so it makes sense if they, you know, delve more into the paranormal. I'd like to see ghosts, you know, something like that. Supernatural type stuff would be really fun. The red feather kind of looks like a red-tailed hawk feather. I can see that, Cobra. Red feathers is interesting. There's always the chance that Rockstar put these in for shits and giggles, but hey, we are having fun looking at things. Absolutely. I mean, that's one of their go-to moves. I think Fluffy, I mean, we got GTA 6 right around the corner. You know, you never know. What if this all leads to Grand Theft Auto 6? You know, maybe they're doing just a massive hype train for it.
boy.
Or at least, you know, the more they put in the game, the more they're in the news, the more people are going to be excited for their next game.
Hey, easy.
Alright, so this one should spawn at 2 to 3 a.m. I'll have a guitar and spiderweb video up here soon. Obviously, I want to investigate everything, you know, before just, you know, posting up a video. I do want to make sure it is a comprehensive video for you mofos. Most of this is time-based. Spiders, dreams, webs, feathers, red and black. I think we're lost after Northwest Guitar. I don't know, dude. Northwest Guitar seems to be, you know, it's right here. It seems to be pointing straight towards Fort Wallace, where you have that very well hidden guitar on the tower that leads to the birds. I think it's pretty direct. You know? It does seem to be leading us towards that giant, but something is... I don't know, the spiderwebs might not be part of that, though, I'm telling you. MMA, I mean, it's tough because it does. I mean, it leads perfectly. Like, you know, the Northwest guitar does lead. I think it's got to be that guitar. You know, that's just too perfect to find that hidden guitar up there. So random. And then you go on the roof. It leads you to the roof access there of the tower. And then you find the two birds, which just seem to point perfectly to this bird here. Now, this bird indicates, because you find there's birds when you go up after you spot, what is it, like 60% of the animals, 50%, something like that. And then the birds are literally sitting right here and take you towards the giant. So, not 100% that that's where it's leading you to, but that is a strange coincidence that it leads you to the exact same location as the secret birds, you know? It's very odd. Have you been struck by lightning? Yes, we have. It was the Trippy fam, Sam Masto, in our community that discovered, you know, the exact place you can get struck by lightning. Of course, we correlated that with a Back to the Future reference. So, yeah, we've definitely been struck by lightning. Next one's going to spawn at 2 o'clock a.m. And it seems to be right here at this cross section. You can't get to the loft without going to the Giant's bird spawn location? What do you mean? I mean, you can pretty much go to the loft whenever. Alright, another Spiderweb. Alright. It's going to be right down here somewhere, guys. There she is. And that's pretty cool looking with the moon in the background. The moon behind the spiderweb. Almost like it was meant to be. Want to give a quick shout out to everybody in here. Wade, Benjamin, special shout out to Trippy Sam Masto, James Bond on a budget. Huge shout out to 735. Much love, yeah. MMA Maxi MVP of the stream so far. Bob Locke, the legend. Red Belt as well. The big spider. There is a physical giant spider found in the game world, but it is dead, hanging in a shack near Hagen Orchards. Check Gemini theory, please. On a side note, maybe. What are you talking about? There's a physical giant spider found in the game world, but it is dead, hanging in a shack near Hagen Orchards. The hell's Hagen Orchards? What are you talking about? I don't know about the spider stopping the time. Doesn't seem to be doing that. There are places, if you're close to certain missions, it definitely can screw with the time. Let's check what color this web is, by the way. Massive shout out to Maxi gifting 5 more memberships. Wait. The feather just disappeared, guys. The feather disappeared. Interesting. The feather disappeared. There's another spider web. And there it goes. So we've seen all of these symbols. Dude, what is up with all the spider webs? That is crazy, man. There's 2 of the spider webs, which are in GTA 5. Only 2. Where, I mean, look how many we've seen already. This is pretty massive. Alright. There's going to be another one, which is right here. That one is from 5 to 6. So we're gonna have to book it if we actually can make it to that one. It's gonna be close. Right here. There's another one to the left of the Heartland oil fields. But we also got to make it over to the. We got to make it to a couple locations, so we'll do that next. I was gonna see if maybe we can fit one more spiderweb in as we try to locate all of them. And of course, you never know. Maybe there's still some spiderwebs that have yet to be discovered. Raven, did you say there was another question mark? I think it was Strange Man himself that had posted a potential other question mark discovery, or you know, I don't know if it was him. The other one seems to be a lot more questionable. It seems more discreet, but you know, considering what we're working with, you really can't completely, you know, you can't dismiss it. That's for sure. Oh, Shizen, I wasn't even looking. Trying to. There we go. Alright, hurry up. Do we have time? We should have time. Next one's going to be 5 to 6 a.m. Definitely think that the guitar is a really trippy secret there. The fact that it links up to that. You know, think about the rewards that could, you know, maybe be possible. What about the third meteorite? You know, what if all this, we never thought you could collect the third meteorite, but what if you have to do all this to spawn a meteorite? You know, there's just a lot of different things Rockstar could do with it. Peter says there's no concrete evidence that the question marks are the clues. No, not at all. I think it seems some people believe it is a clue, some people don't. If we don't find anything revolving around the question mark, then it's probably evidence that, you know, it's not part of it. You know, it's just a coincidence that there's some question mark looking thing out there. And then, you know, even if it is, oh, come on. Really? Buell, you can't jump that fence? How many fences have we jumped? But that one's just too much, huh? Trading you out for a white Arabian. Alright, we should be approaching the spider web. Let's see if we can make it in time. We got to make it before 6 a.m. Wait a minute, were those coyotes banging it out back there? I think we just ran into some mating coyotes. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. So let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. I'm not seeing it. Unless... Oh, it should be right here. Maybe it's not spawning in. Much love again to Maxie. Unless it's in a tree. Oh, there it is, there it is. Alright, we got it. See, it doesn't always spawn in right away. You got to kind of watch out for that. And, wait, is that the feather? Okay, there's the feather. Cool looking moon behind it. Get a closer look at the feather this time. Yeah, thinks that the binoculars on top. Interesting. Alright, we'll go to the loft. So this one actually looks white, guys. Another disappearing feather. It is interesting that the feathers are different colors. The fact that they spawn on these poles. Crazy though. Alright, so there you have it. Another one of them. So all these are different symbols that are probably linked up to the mystery. Again, kind of hard to tell, considering, you know, you got the guitar. By the way, if you haven't seen the guitar, I should be able to show it to you. I think it's right over here. Alright, so if you haven't seen this in-game for yourself, hold on, taking that off there. Alright, so if you haven't seen this in-game for yourself, it's probably pretty mind-blowing, because there's so much we've seen in the game. We've done so many discoveries and, you know, investigations that you wouldn't think that there'd be something you haven't seen before. But you simply go over to this pole right here, shoot it to reveal some hidden symbols. I mean, how would you even do that? That, to me, is not an in-game type of secret. I think this is breaking the fourth wall. You know, because you can't do a carving underneath, you know, like this is wood. You wouldn't be able to get under there. It's very fascinating, and that is definitely a guitar. If you missed it, and that says Northwest right there. If you missed it, we did indeed follow it northwest. It absolutely takes you to Fort Wallace, the tallest tower in Fort Wallace. If you go up all the way up to the 3rd floor of the tower, that is where you can find a guitar. And then right out the window, you can even take the ladder up to the very tippy top of the tower. And that's where you find the 2 bird symbols that are seemingly pointing towards the Calumet Ravine area. But to me, that's crazy right there. The hidden guitar symbol. That said, it could take you past Fort Wallace right over to Window Rock as well. So let's go check that out. We got to go stop by Window Rock, because there are some birds involved there for sure. Alright guys, I'm going to fast travel over to Window Rock. Huge shout out to everybody here. I'm going to turn up the audio for a second on our way there. I'm going to be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button. Yeah, we might be going to where the exact location where they're taking us.
Come on.
Alright, guys. So let me go ahead and bring the chat back up. We're going to have to get down from here. There is a bit of a hidden path that we could take, so figured we'd just do that to get down. Unfortunately, we can't take the horse, though. Alright, so the hidden path, I believe. Okay, yeah, it's on that side. Let's cross the bridge. Really hope you guys are enjoying the stream. It's been a blast so far, you know, being able to investigate a brand new mystery, you know, secrets that are being unfolded every day is extremely excited. And how cool is it, guys, to see so many people giving Red Dead Redemption 2, you know, this attention just because of this mystery. And you see it. I mean, we have a very organic, you know, gaming community. So not every secret and not every mystery is going to be that interesting, you know what I mean? But you could tell that this one is definitely fascinating, and a lot of people are covering, and a lot of people are looking into it. There we go. Huge shout out to Fluffy. Hit the thumbs up, guys. It don't take long to do. Much love, Fluffy. Appreciate the hug. Feel another sneeze coming, guys. Hang on one moment. Alright. Tried not to sneeze on you. Much love, Fluffy. Appreciate the $5 holler. Follow the path around here. This is where you can find a secret hat with a, let's just call it a death letter in there. Bob Locke, hope you're having a good week, broski. Okay. Cross on over to the Window Rock. And I gotta say, you know, Window Rock was always one of those locations I was a little bit disappointed in. You know, it just seems pretty dope. And then you get to it, and, you know, it really just kind of gives you an answer to the strange statue cave. So it seems kind of random, because, I mean, this is where Window Rock is, where the strange statue cave is right here. So it's kind of far away. I mean, I guess that's not too bad. But yeah, here it is right here, actually. You can see it on the map. Pure Hydro, appreciate your comments tonight. If it's two peaks instead of birds, I wonder which ones. I think it's definitely birds. Been a tad under the weather, RJ, but I'm on the mend. Seems to be going around right now, dude. I keep hearing from a ton of people. I've been hearing from people even in the hospital and stuff. So, hey, that's why hopefully we're all feeling good right now. That's crucial. And we got to celebrate. When we're all feeling good, you definitely got to celebrate it. That said, hold on. I'm going to just grab one thing from the other room. It's going to take me a second. So take a look at this for a moment. You guys let me know, do you think this is also involved in the Spiderweb mystery, guys? Talk amongst yourselves. Give me like 20 seconds. I'm going to be right back, guys. Alright, guys, I am back. Just had to use the bathroom. Alright. There we go. Got the chat back up. You guys still in here? Bob Locke saying, I see the silhouette of a man. So is there any spider webs, anything that links up to this mystery, guys? Because that would be huge. We're looking for a spider. Kind of close to one. I mean, certainly there's birds. You got those two bird symbols, which, you know, I think the bird symbols probably are the last clue. It really does seem to lead to the giant. You know, that would be the common sense match, but maybe not, you know. But let's see if we can find a spider of some kind. Get a quick peek. Let me know what you guys find. Special shout out to y'all in the chat. Drop a comment. Hit the like. Wait. No. And, you know, let us know if you have any locations you think we should investigate. We do have definitely a few more we really got to see. That's close, but not really a spider. Buffalo. Do you hear that bird? Is it them right there? So yeah, I don't think we're seeing any spiders as far as I can tell. I could be missing them. I mean, there's something right here. That's pretty close to a spider, but that's, you know, you really can't see it too well. It does look like a spider though, actually. You know, it kind of looks like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's so faded that it's, you know, it's kind of hard to say that's anything that's that meaningful. There's another one right there. Definitely close. What do you guys think in the chat? Top right, 8 legs. Top right. This one right here. Pretty close. That's pretty close there, but again, it's just so faded. Got this bird in there. It's tough, right? Because it really is a cluster F of different symbols and whatnot. Is that a sea urchin? No, it can't be. You know, so it's kind of hard to point out something specific more than usual, because there's just so much going on here. The red spiral. It almost seems like different than what I originally remember too. I don't know if that makes sense, but the game's so old that it's just kind of trippy looking into these massive clues. What's that? Is that a spider? This right here could be a spider. It's hard to be for sure though. Alright, well, I'm not seeing anything that 100% links up to the mystery. I mean, it would kind of match up this way, but you know, this is even labeled strange statues. So the game, you know, is just straight up telling you what it lines up to. Right here. Huge shout out to Maxie. Much love to Noel X. Bob, let's get to 150 likes. Appreciate that, Bob. What are we at? 128. That's pretty solid, yeah. Hey, special shout out to everybody who's a member of the channel. If you want to join up, it's like $2 or whatever. But we do have a limited edition John Marston emoji. Tonight, as part of the Spiderweb investigation, we are using a 100% file. And we are also using John Marston, which kind of goes hand in hand, of course, but I think John might be involved somehow. You know, keep in mind that these same spider webs that have now been discovered within this game have been found within Grand Theft Auto 5. So, you know, it leads me to believe maybe that's something to do with, you know, John being involved. We definitely got to use him. And then also GTA 5 does have, you know, certain secrets and mysteries that only appear with 100%. You know, not to get into too many spoilers for that game, but the biggest secrets in Grand Theft Auto 5 will only appear with 100% completion. So, you know, that is why you gotta use 100%. You never know. There's probably something big that you can find with only 100% in this game. The stuff that we've discovered so far is access to 2 cabins that are normally locked. So that is a cool perk, but you know, it's certainly not as big as what we would hope. Okay, which way are they having us go? Probably get the horse onto a train from here. Much love to Benjamin. Can't wait to see you investigate the electric laboratory. Yeah, we're heading there right now. That's the direction we're going to. It's a Tesla factory. You know, maybe Nikola Tesla is linked up to this whole mystery.
Easy now.
Symbols on this thing. So, you know, Nikola Tesla, he is represented in Red Dead Redemption 2 by Marko Dragic. So, you know, that character Marko Dragic, which I believe is an optional character.
Easy.
He is, so Marko Dragic is an Easter egg to Nikola Tesla. And, you know, there's a lot of mysteries when it comes to Nikola Tesla. You know, there's the Tunguska event, which some people believe that Tesla himself might be linked up to. So that involves the Tesla Tower, and we of course have a Tesla Tower in this game. So it's definitely interesting, and it would make sense for them to link up Marko Dragic to this as well. So is there a spider web in Marko Dragic's laboratory? Apparently there is. So we're gonna head there now to go give it a look-see. Don't forget to hit the like button. Special shout out to Peter. Been in here pretty much the entire stream. Appreciate that, man. Maxie gifted some memberships, dude. That is extremely cool. And if you are a member, we do have the trippy spiderweb emoji. Limited edition just for tonight. Chris, the bird represents the sun. Alright, makes sense. The sun worshiper. What do? We bring the sun worshiper to the guitar, and then he picks up the guitar, and he rickrolls you. That would be a classic Rockstar Easter egg right there. You think there's any spiderwebs at the witch's cauldron? All of a sudden we can see birds. So we got that part down. Massive shout out to Maxie, gifting 5 more memberships. Maxie, you are an all-time legend, and yeah, really helping out the membership. Much love. Shout out to anybody who's just gifted a membership from Maxie. You now have good luck for the entire year. Just be sure to refresh the chat so you do get the Spiderweb emoji and the John Marston emoji, as well as all the other stuff. The shocker. Who doesn't love the shocker emoji? Dude, isn't this like so... It's just so dark the way you have the shackles, and you know, somebody clearly died here. In fact, there's 2 different bodies. Who's to say one of them is not IKZ? Seems to be a smallish skeleton. And these could be royal flower. Like, doesn't this seem like royal pillows maybe? No, maybe not. They could be. No spider webs though.
Hey, buddy.
Sarah dropping the shocker. See that, guys? The ladies love the shocker.
Relax.
Don't let them fool you. Okay, so let's head on over to... We also have the loft. I think we're going to ride by the loft. We'll make it back to it to check it out. It's definitely a mysterious location. And, man, it's just crazy how, you know, this thing could potentially lead us to the giant. So there might be something to the giant we're missing. I think the giant only has 2 different things of dialogue. And, you know, we all think that there's something very strange about that person or thing or whatever it is.
Head up.
I think you listen to him twice and then he's gone. Shout out to Just Ani. I'm standing on the ledge where the giant is. Nothing happened so far. So you have to get, man, I forget what it is. I think it's like 50 or 60% completion or animals discovered. That is when you go to Calumet Ravine, and you'll find some birds just camped out. Now those birds are going to lead you to that cave we just went to the giant's cave. So it's very trippy. You know, the giant seems to be some invisible guy or whatever. Maybe they're Sasquatch, or who knows, man. We don't know for sure. And it's not really the best secret. You know, it's just kind of it's a voice line. It's no different than anything else. So, you know, it's a good discovery or whatever, but it does seem like there should be more to it. Chris, I suggest everyone read the Grandmother Spider mythology. Oh, you think Rockstar's big on the Grandmother Spider mythology?
Whoa now.
Interesting. Nico, has anyone tried using Madame Nazar's numbers on anything? Maybe a combination to shoot the webs? That'd be tough, man, but that's a good call. We definitely should try it sometime. There's this spot right here. I don't know if you guys ever noticed this spot, but this seems kind of off as well. You can't get up here, but it, you know, kind of like the Giants area. It just seems like it was intended for something. Probably nothing.
Hey, friend.
Much love, Maxie. Greatly appreciate you, Maxie. You are just It's one of the greatest of all time. Special shout out to Pure Hydro, still chilling. You noticed that one, Hydro? That one always stood out to me, but yeah, nothing ever happens there. No, you know, it was unused as far as I know. So we are arriving at the Tesla Tower. I believe it's called Dover Hill in the game, and hopefully we can get inside. I do need to get in there. Shoot, I don't think it opens though. Now that I think about it. Man, pretty foggy back here. It definitely looks ominous. Alright, so the symbol above the door does kind of have a spider web like design. Maybe at nighttime it would have, you know, even more of a spider like look, spider web. Shoot it out. That's kind of cool. So yeah, we're locked in. I don't think you ever go back in story mode. I know in online, Rockstar kind of updated it to where you can go in there because they did put some hidden. Hold on. All right, just was fixing the mic. Size in. Come on. There we go. All right, now got you back up. But yeah, so Rockstar did change it to where you can go back in there and online, but in story mode, I don't think we ever go back in. You know, you go back to find the robot and you have to track him down. But other than that, I think they lock it up from that point on. Even in this profile where we have 100%. So yeah, shout out to Sam Masto, thinking that might be a spider web. Seems to be a common design, so, you know, hard to know for sure if Rockstar had intended that or not. Alright, so let's head to the loft. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty far out of the area. You know what I mean? When it comes to the rest of the stuff, and I don't know, man. I think we gotta check. We'll go back. So we're gonna go to the loft, but then we will return to the question mark just to see if that does look definitive. I mean, even if it is a question mark, I guess it would be apropos considering there's a big mystery. You know, you don't really know what to make of it. That the hidden guitar symbol, I find pretty mind-blowing considering that's been, you know, hidden in the game this entire time. But then you go to, you know, the seemingly, you know, the guitar that they were pointing out. Just leads you to another mystery. So here is the loft. We've always found this location pretty interesting. But, you know, the game from the actual, I think it's this one right here, right? The actual guitar symbol points you towards four walls. They all kind of direct you up here. So this is pretty far out of the way. You do have some unique stuff in here. See, I was thinking maybe this is the final spot that Princess IKZ had visited. The Morse code. And I know some of you guys were thinking some of the stuff up here might be connected. Massive shout out. Oh my gosh, No Way Jose coming in and dropping a nuclear explosion on the stream. What is up? No Way Jose, you are God tier. Holy shnikes, man. This stream just got even more amazing. Appreciate you, No Way Jose. That is incredible. So, look at this, guys. Do you think this has some sort of reference in the mystery? Much love, No Way Jose. That is incredible. Talk about a stream nuke, guys. This kind of stands out right here, actually. Probably nothing. So, we're going to head out towards the question mark, which is further out. So, it would make sense, right? So, what if we're missing a clue? So, we know that the guitar seems to head right here. I think that's almost 100%. At least in my eyes, I think the guitar is really meant to point out probably those birds, and then the birds seem to lead up here. So maybe there's something here that leads you towards the loft. You know, we're kind of missing a step because there are some pretty interesting clues. It's just crazy because to find some of this stuff, you literally have to, you know, bust out your gun and blast some stuff. You know, so do we just start shooting? We probably should. So there is the knife. Hold on. The knife, the binoculars, and the apple. Much love, Gerald. So there is a secret room in this place. So maybe that has something to do with it. This is the only place in the game you can find the rat traps. Right here. Everything is super clean. And then you've got the secret room, which is behind it. You know, not a lot of people would think to look back here, but I always thought there might be something crucial in here. Maybe we're just not noticing. Wait a minute. Are those spider webs, guys? I wonder if there's any other... I mean, they could be cobwebs. I wonder if there's any place with that. I think I know... I think there are a couple places that have this stuff, but damn, that's pretty thick. It's probably meant to represent cobwebs, but if that's more unique, then, you know, that could be important. We'll look around. We'll go to a couple other places to see. Yeah, that could be spider webs. They would like a spot like this, that's for sure. I mean, it's really the only thing that stands out over here. You know, you got... Oh, wait, more down here. Damn, dude. So, is it cobwebs or spiderwebs? I think that's the big question right now. If it's spiderwebs, it could be a big deal, but we have to go visit, you know, maybe some other locations that also could potentially also have the spiderwebs. We'll see if it's unique here or not. Massive shout out to No Way Jose. Definitely show love to Jose. Extremely lucky to have him as part of the Trippy fam. So there's ammo down here. Oh! Explosion to the face. Ah! Like the cover of a Rage Against the Machine album. Alright, we gotta see if there's any other Spiderweb. Oh, damn, dude. That's sick. The whole thing blew up? No way. Oh, yes, dude. That's awesome. Interesting. So, kind of starts a chain reaction. So you hit the lantern to start the chain reaction. Definitely looks cool in here. Nice. All the explosives have blown to bits. Now, a cool game might have something to find in here after that, you know? Like you break open a box or see something. Pretty big spider web on the bottom, but again, it could just be cobwebs. We're not sure the last time somebody came in here. Alright, we're going to fast travel to... I guess we'll just hike it. We're going to go over to Wapiti. We're not too far away. Really hope you guys are enjoying the stream. You know, with this mystery being so raw, guys, keep in mind that there's still going to be some parts of it that have yet to be discovered. You got a lot of people posting, you know, kind of some clickbaity type stuff and whatnot, which is, you know, it's not terrible. Nobody's doing heinous type stuff from I can tell. But there's going to be a lot of, you know, a lot of different information out there, that's for sure. Uh-oh. You don't want to eat us. We don't taste good. Anyone think we need to use fully finished save platinum? I mean, that's what we're using right now. We're using a 100% file, but we don't have all gold or anything like that. Brian, yeah, we looked at it. I did not see anything too crazy in there. Okay. Heading over to the Calumet Ravine. So if you missed the beginning of the stream, you know, you got these really, really fascinating clues. There's a guitar that seems to lead you to the Fort Wallace. And then there's a guitar in Fort Wallace that leads you over to the Calumet Ravine. That's where we're going right now. Appreciate the likes, guys. We're almost to 150 likes. If we reach 150 likes, then Bob Locke and Speedy Bunny, aka Gerald, are going to do a duet for us over the PlayStation 5 speaker. And we'll do a vote on the song. I'm thinking I Got You Babe by Sonny and Cher. It would be great to hear them do that. Wait, we gotta make a stop by... the Mysterious Hill Home, see if there's any spider webs or anything like that around here. I mean, there's the turtle, for what it's worth. Then you have the hidden clue here as well. So, you know, I don't think that's linked, but there's all kinds of hidden symbols. This one seems to point towards turtles and the Chelonians. I don't see anything spider related here, though. Here's the hidden clue. Right there you got IX on the tree. Step further away, the entire clue then appears. See that? So who's to say that that isn't part of the mystery as well? I believe it says Leader X too, so it's pretty trippy here. Alright, let's head over to the Calumet Ravine. Massive shout out to you, Rock the House. Snoozeberries? Alright. Heading over to the ravine, and we'll look at the question mark. Is the question mark the next step, or is it a red herring? Hang on one moment, guys. Let me fix the audio. Alright guys, got you all back up. So let's see if we can see this question mark at night. Now if you do have the right percentage or whatever, then when you approach this area you'll see a flock of birds. And they're the birds that fly over to that mysterious giant in a cave character. Jelly, what's up, dude? Yeah, here's the first question mark. And doesn't seem to be as visible at night. Alright. Let's try sleeping until the nighttime. Or sorry, daytime. Can we set up a camp here? Where's the camping spot? Activity nearby. Oh, is it that one guy? Come on, man. You're just gonna get eaten by a bear. We all know it. Don't forget to show love to Jose, guys. Pure Hydro. Don't be a stranger, Pure Hydro. You've been in here pretty much the entire time. Much appreciated. Can we sleep? Oh, never mind. Man, the PD... very depressing compared to how it is, you know, the chapter prior. There we go. Our camping location. Rocket smoke. Why are we looking for a question mark? Some people believe the question mark is the next clue, right? Basically the latest discovery made in the mystery. Do you think the devs dropped the Spiderweb tip? Seeing RDR2 has been out for so long, nobody noticed it. Good question. Man, that's a great question, no way, Jose, because I'm not exactly sure how it started. I know it started on Reddit, because people were blowing me up about it, and I was so confused at that time. And now it's made its way more to, you know, YouTube and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's definitely possible. Hope all you guys have a good Wednesday coming up. We'll have another live stream Wednesday night, so just make sure to sub, hit the notification bell. That way it'll tell you exactly when we go live. Alright, so here it is over here, guys. Some people believe that the next clue is up there. Now, I'm not sure. There's two things that I think are true here. or at least in my eyes, I don't know if that question mark is intended to be a part of this, okay? But at the same time, it is pretty much a perfect question mark, guys. Like, that looks almost like an absolutely perfect question mark from far away. Look, I mean, look at the curve, and I mean, it does look like a question mark. So I can't really, I can't really deny anybody who's saying it. Now, that said, I don't know if it's intentional because it's so hard to find. And unless we do see something, then you almost have to think it's just a coincidence because we tried to go out there. We've been out there a few times. Nothing as far as what we could tell. It's way outside the map. Rockstar doesn't really want you to go. Alright, there you go. Kind of dipped it away and then brought it back. What do you guys think? You think it's intentional? I did a vote, and it seems like a lot of the Trippy fan members believe that it is a question mark. Bob says it's 100% intentional, but it doesn't mean it necessarily means anything. Yeah, that's where I'm at as well. Exactly. Nico, it's a perfect mark, though. Yeah, exactly, right? Isn't that trippy? Like, that thing really is, like, a lot of times people will say, hey, I found this, that, and the other in the rock or whatever, and you look at it, and it's like, oh, yeah, maybe. Even the guitar that we found, that one is still an oblong guitar, where this, I mean, that really is a perfect question mark.
All right, my boy.
All right. You know what? Hold on one moment. I'm going to fast travel over to Emerald Station here. There we go. Hold on. I think I forgot something in the other room. Let me grab it. Alright, I found it, but of course Trippy Doggo and the cat, Trippy Cat, ran in here as well, and now they're both going out to the porch or whatever, the patio. Great. They're going to ask to come right back in. Huge shout out to anybody who's new. Appreciate you guys for joining the stream this evening. Don't be a stranger. We'll have another stream Wednesday night as well as we investigate the biggest mystery probably in gaming currently. That's how big it is. Doggo came back in, trapping the cat outside. Perfect. Alright, so there is another one which is going to be right over here, guys. So there's another Spiderweb that we got to check out right here. That one appears from 3 to 4, so let's go ahead and get in position, guys. Yeah, I really appreciate y'all for joining up. Much love to No Way Jose dropping an absolute banger. Sir Doug, if you squint, it looks like a word written on it. That's true. Maybe stay trippy? Question mark? No, probably not. No Way Jose dropping the bomb. Much love to Woka Blocks. We need to figure out the web holes first before the guitar. Yeah, I'm with you. I kind of see. I could kind of understand that. In tomorrow's stream, we might revisit GTA as part of it as well to look at those spider webs. They seem extremely similar, if not the same thing. Try to set up a camp pretty soon here. Stranger. Oh, that must be... I think that's the plant guy or whatever, the herb guy. Because this is a 100% file, but I also 100%ed it early, and that's something they added for PC. Pure Hydro. It's interesting in Spiderweb, the pole clues are super hidden compared to the end clues. That's true. That's what I was thinking. Why would the question mark be mirrored? Mirroring is usually next to water where it can reflect. That is true.
One more time, boy.
Okay. So we have till 3 and 4 to see this one. So 3 and 4, 12. We got a little bit of time, but we just got to get over there in position. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Definitely a good one, and something tells me this is going to lead to something very, very, very trippy. Trippier than some people realize. Because it has to. Like, what the hell? What does spiderwebs have to do with anything? Special shout out to Steve. Much love to Brian. Bob Locke. I think the game designer put that in the game to leave his mark on the games. I mean, very possible. Three to four. Much love, Nico. Is there a mirror in the room with a telegram machine? With a telegram machine? A mirror in that room? I think there might be. Oh, man. You know, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll have to check it again. There's a spider art on that pole. Is it this one, Rocket Smoke? Take out. Can we shoot and do the lantern at the same time? No? Is that too much to ask for? Okay. Wait a minute. Seen anything yet. Getting close to spiderweb time though. Much love, Sam Masto. Alright, coming up. We'll walk away from that one. Maybe try this one. Huge shout out to Bob Locke. Game files refer to Spider Dream. Link to dream catchers? Elysian Cave for spiders. Much love, Bob. Spider Dream. Huh. Maybe there's some kind of dream you can activate. You know, I mean, that would make sense. You kind of go to sleep and then have a lucid dream. Alright, 3 o'clock. And there's the spider web, guys. There is the spider web. Much love, Bob. Really appreciate all your help on this one, that's for sure. Another spider web. Use the dynamite. Okay, I'll try that. white one. A white feather. Was that white and black? Very trippy stuff, isn't it? Turn into a spider. And of course you can shoot the feather down. Interesting. So I wonder, you can't collect it. So there's the spider web. So that leaves, look at all these places. It's crazy. Hopefully, you know, there's some sort of tally, like it's saving it, but it doesn't look like it. It's kind of hard to know for sure. So let's go ahead and save over just to make sure. And yeah, eventually we could find everything. I have a feeling there'll probably be something big discovered. I mean, there could be our Wednesday night stream, the next stream here at the channel. You know, there's a good chance that there could be something discovered, you know, all before then, right? We could have a big discovery that we have to look at in our next stream, because this is a very fluid mystery. Something seems very strange about it, you know? It's the whole guitar being involved. Does it lead to the giant character? Because that guy doesn't seem to be that special, other than, you know, some cool dialogue. Definitely want to hear back from you guys, though, so just don't forget to, you know, hit the notification bell. We'll be doing these live investigations, and I'll definitely have a big video for you guys up as well. Bob, I like the theory that it's linked to eagle flies. I really thought his grave might have something to do with it. Really? But spiders, though, you know, like, man, what do spiders have to do with it all? I don't know, but it's definitely trippy, and, you know, cannot wait to have another stream with you guys. I do have to sign out for now. It's 3:17 a.m., but we will continue the Spiderweb mysteries, so I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I'm kind of like, my brain's in a pretzel trying to figure it out, but as of right now, we have the Spiderwebs represented in Grand Theft Auto 5, and now they're back. I mean, there's sort of 2 Spiderwebs in that game in Mount Chiliad that only appeared between 1 and 2 p.m. So it's like they took that whole mystery with the spider webs and, you know, being able to appear for such a short period of time. They put it back in this game. They made it much bigger, that's for sure. But what does it mean? You know, that's interesting. I think we're about to uncover something massive. Much love, Trippy. No way, Jose, dude. You are the man. Huge shout out to Sam Masto, Blocks. Appreciate you, Blocks. Huge shout out to Chris, Bob Locke, also an MVP. For Smoke. Smoke, you've been in here the entire time, bro. Hey, if you guys have anything you want us to investigate, let me know. Especially comes this mystery, because we're going to be doing some live mystery investigations all this week and this weekend. Whoa. Damn eagle almost flew into us. Alright, time to fly like an eagle. Huge shout out to Sarah, Pure Hydro, also an MVP, James Bond, Young Guapo. Much love, guys. Alright, I'm out. Peace, guys. I'll talk to you. Big stream coming up later on tonight. Until then, adios, muchachos. And as always, stay trippy, my friends. Y'all come back now, you hear?